Damn, BT. I just wanna fly away. Take me to a place like heaven. I just wanna ease the pain. Feeling like I'm walking in heaven. It been raining outside, and my homeboys is frauds. I got some smoke, I just might smoke you. I been no man but God. I been slid on, backstabbed, crossed and took losses. I still be beating up this pirate, turning myself into some hard. My life is raw, I sell work and I keep a pistol in my palm. My pops taught me how to focus, I got this hustle from my mom. With no regrets, I watch my kids live happy and feel no struggle. The weight be on my shoulders, feel like
Yo, hey man, say man, you know who it is. It's time for that Culture for the Street podcast. We back at you with another episode. Sorry for the wait, but you know we ain't gonna leave y'all too late. What's happening, my G?
And what's motherfucking poppin', man? Hey, listen, man. It's time for that Culture for the Streets hosted by Mafia and Paint. Always make sure to hit that like button. Don't come in the trap and don't dust your feet off and hit that like button. Them got to be the first two things you do when you step in the trap. Because I'm noticing a lot of y'all watching, but y'all ain't hitting that like button. Hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Ding the notification bell, man. That way you don't miss out on nothing we doing, man. We took a little break, but we back. It's 23. Ain't no more breaks. Let's go.
Yeah. So with that being said, man, I want to start this off by saying rest in peace to the guy Tyre Nichols who lost his life, to the five Memphis police. You know what I mean?
Condolences to the family, for sure.
Condolences to the family. You know what I mean? As we see, and they comparing this thing to how Rodney King got beat. You did what I'm saying? And it's sad because we got five brothers, five black brothers, and y'all just sit there and just pain that man like that. Now, how I feel about it, I feel like them boys shouldn't have never got no bond.
But you know how the police system do, the justice system, let's say that, because the justice system alone is a game. Let's
Most
get that
definitely.
understood. When the police do something that they ain't supposed to be doing, all the other police
They got to.
They gonna vouch for the fellow officer that violated a real citizen. That's what they gonna do because they are brotherhood within itself. So at the end of the day, they just like a gang too. So how you discredit gangs in the street for what they do, the public need to start discrediting the police for what they do to citizens. Because
they gotta understand,
or you got a certain color shouldn't get you mistreated a certain way. Like Boosie said, if that was a white dude, it wouldn't have been no bond.
Most definitely.
It wouldn't have been all this lenient stuff that's going on. It wouldn't have been none of that. Y'all finna sit here to this trial over with, and y'all might be facing the biggest felony ones that you could face.
It's all bad, bro. It was one white guy. He just came out the blue that made number 6, but they didn't say nothing about him being booked. So it was 6 of them. It was 5 black guys and 1 white dude. And the thing is, I can remember when I was in jail and my daughter lost her eye and I was trying to reach out and everything. And I stopped the jailer one day. He was coming through for inspection. I was like, hey, man, how would you feel if your daughter lost her eye to a police taser? And the words he told me, he said, by law, I can't go against another officer. We took the oath on that. And that's when I knew right then, just like you said.
It's a brotherhood.
It's a brotherhood. I don't care whether it's
man. So you know what I'm saying? When it's us against them, it's definitely gonna be them pressing the line against us because whose word gonna hold up more in court? Us, whether we a citizen or a street nigga. whether we a citizen or a street, whether we a citizen or a street nigga, who the court gonna believe? The citizen / alleged street nigga or the police? They always gonna believe the police unless you just that caught red-handed, which the tape is right there. So if these niggas don't get, they shouldn't get the same amount of time as the white boy that killed George Floyd.
Right.
This is totally different. They beat this man like Rodney King.
They
Like
slaughtered it.
And once again,
slaughtered
I'm
that
gonna say this
man.
too, because I gotta tip my hat off to California, man, because when something so unjust happened like this in California,
oh yeah, it go up.
I'm gonna cuss too. They tore that bitch up, nigga. When the police did something wrong, Rodney King wasn't a gangbanger. Rodney King wasn't a drug kingpin. Rodney King wasn't bringing violence to his corners of his community. So we labeling him as a citizen. We watched y'all. He was the first person. He wasn't the first person that got abused by the police, but he was the first person that we seen publicly on tape, recorded, caught red-handed, being overly abused by the police. And when the thing in California seen that, it wasn't no reason for that. You can't get on the microphone and tell me what the reason was. We finna tear this bitch up, and that's what they did. So I gotta. It's a lot of respect I got for them for that, because when something just happened over there on the West Coast, they already know the way their mindset is. They'll tear this bitch up, nigga. Whereas in Memphis, this was super unjust. And they ain't told nothing up. But let me point this out, though. I promise you niggas still in them cars with the micro machine guns, with them switches, in them stolen rides, in them cluck rentals, in they cars, sliding around, shooting at us. But ain't nothing got fucked up about these niggas fucking this man up and killing this man. We talking about probably, we done seen a lot of black men be killed by the police over the past couple years. To me, it's like this was the harshest and it lasted the longest. And I'm not saying anyone's loss of life is more important than the other ones, because it's not. Everybody lost their life due to police brutality. So what I'm saying is, with this was the closest thing to what we saw with Rodney King. We watched Rodney King get hit almost 70 times with billy clubs. Not fighting back. He got struck 69 times with billy clubs. This is the closest thing we just seen to that. They beat this man, knocked him out, beat him some more to the point he woke back up. And you know you overbeating a nigga when you knock him out and you wake him back up. Knock him out some more, wake him back. Like, come on, bro. They need to go to jail forever. I don't give a fuck if they the police. And they wonder why niggas got the mentality to say, fuck the police. When a community of people see you do this to one person, that's the attitude you're going to receive, man. Every reaction got an action. So if that's your reaction, understand that the action in the community going to be, fuck the police. Y'all not protecting us. Y'all doing more killing than protecting. And this is a fact. It's city to city. Y'all doing more killing than protecting.
And then the thing is, they wonder why the young brothers quit this. Hold on, I forgot we can't say too much. They wonder why the young brothers
right here, because on behalf of Tyre Nichols and his family It's certain things that they might not get a chance to say, or not have the big enough voice to say, or just don't get the opportunity to say. Fuck that. We saying it because a nigga lost his life that shouldn't have lost their life. This what we talking about ain't even for monetary gain, so I could give two motherfucks about what we say. Somebody lost their life, man. Fuck these people, man.
And the thing is, they wonder why we run. Cause the thing is, if we don't run, we don't even know if we gonna make it back home.
And I'm happy you said that. Because when you say, and they wonder why we run, what they gonna say when we start shooting back, though? Is they gonna say, I wonder why they shooting? Nigga, y'all giving us PTSD for us seeing all these cop brutality videos of killing innocent niggas sitting in their car with their kids in the car. Niggas walking down the street. Niggas jogging, getting gunned. You can't do nothing today. You ain't safe. Nigga got Skittles in his hand just because he got his hood on. That gave him the right to kill. Like, come on, bro. It's a lot of people that lost their life for the most unreasonable reasons in the world,
It's
bro.
scary being a black man.
But when we start shooting back,
It's just more
that's when it
scary.
becomes a problem to them. But it's been a problem to us because we've been going through this shit the
Put
whole
it
life.
like this.
You know what I
Put
mean?
it
Like,
put it like this. It's more bad when you got smoke in the streets and you got, well, you might well say the police got smoke with you. Cause you don't know where your death gonna come from. You know what I
bro,
mean? Everybody got the,
it's worse,
everybody
though.
got
It's worse
every,
though, because when we go outside, we know what the ops do. We know where the ops at. We know the ops watching for us. We know what to look for. But the police is supposed to be protect and serve, not harass and fuck us
and,
up.
and they can't even say this
It's
no racist
backwards. It's
matter.
not protect and serve.
This
It's not innocent to put. It's not protect and serve. It's not innocent till proven guilty. It's not none of that. They fucking us
listen,
up, locking us up, pinning shit on us, breaking the law to commit us to convict us of crime. You know what I'm saying? You can go beat somebody to death and probably get 5, 6, 7 years. But my brother don't get caught with no drugs. Couple phone conversations get him 13 years. Do you understand how and nobody died in the process, but at the end of the day, you get 13. They fuck somebody up on camera. It's viral on social media. These niggas probably gonna get 2, 3. Like, come on, man. They deserve firing squad.
but uh, like I was saying, nobody can't even say this a racial matter at all. All these brothers that
Um,
got booked, man, all of them
um,
look like they haven't been out of school that long.
yeah, the whole
You did what I'm
and then
saying?
we gotta touch up on this part too. The fact that something is circulating over all social media platforms, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, about somebody saying that they basically killed him because he was fucking somebody's girlfriend, alleged wife, whatever it may be on the police force, and one of them officers was the officer whose girl it was. I'm not going to directly say that's true neither, because I don't see, even though crime of passion is a real thing, I'm not going to directly believe that. It got to really be some evidence behind that being a fact. The whole thing, whether that was true or not, a man lost his life when he shouldn't have. He lost his life. The same people that's supposed to protect you, the same people took his life. That's all I'm saying. Everybody that's been murdered by the police was supposed to be protected by the police.
Yeah. But that right there, that's all cap. We already know that though.
We definitely know that, but you
You
know,
know what I
as a
mean?
civilian, they don't understand that okay, you don't want violence in your neighborhood. You don't want guns, drugs, all this gangs, all this stuff in your neighborhood. But what's your gripe when they come to the neighborhood and kill somebody that ain't involved in none of that shit?
And while I'm at it, rest in peace to my brother Jed. Was gunned down by the police in Augusta, unarmed, in front of the whole project. You know what I mean? Al Sharp and everybody came here, but you know that didn't mean nothing. But like like every other case dealing with the laws, it gets swept up on the rug. Same
All
dudes
the
that killed
time.
them,
Because
same dudes that killed them, they back on the
but
force.
we also know this because we done been in the field and
Right,
we went from the field to the prison yard
right,
same time. So we understand how this shit go.
for sure.
We understand it's a catch me if you can game. But
I
as
mean,
a just regular like for us, and I'm talking about black folks, we already gotta fear ourself from
for
ourself.
for
You
sure.
feel me? So the people that's protected, that's supposed to protect us, we shouldn't be scared. We shouldn't be in fear of them. To the point where we have seen so many niggas. Like I haven't personally seen nobody get killed by the police, but one of my big homies, his son got shot by the police, and I'm gonna address this shit because he's still recovering to the point where he recovered, but like he's not 100%. And somebody broke in their house, like basically like kicked up, and my big homie's son and his other son got on this nigga, got the gun away from him, woo wop, you know, long story short, called the police. Look, motherfucker came in here, tried to rob us. We got out on him. We got him here. Call the police. Police come through the door, shoot my nigga son. Boom, boom, boom. Like he's the robber. You see what I'm saying? This is what I mean
Uh,
by the whole
uh,
Justice Department. I'm not just talking about police. I'm talking about court too. Because, nigga, the police do a little bit of anything to convict you, a little bit of anything. They
that's
all cook.
facts.
The whole system, the whole machine as a whole needs to be
Uh,
fixed.
It's just it's like this, man. We know we will never be able to correct that.
We ain't never.
So us as men, as black brothers, because this don't happen to everybody. Us as black brothers, we got to find a way to make it out, and that I mean fast, because they not hiding killing us no more, bro. They
No, they not.
televising it. You
And
know what
like
I
I
mean?
said, when we get to shooting back, what's the real reaction? What's the real response? What's the criticism? What's the judgment we get from that? You see what I'm saying? And free my family, Andre Jones, because he been locked up since 1997 for killing the police. You see what I'm saying? And he went
Hmm.
through a lot of stuff, and a big portion of his the time he been gone, he been going through unjust type things with the COs, and because at the end
I
of the
can
day, in the
imagine.
jail system, them niggas the police. So when you come through the door and you done did something to the police,
Now you got to worry about the other game,
and they the police too. So
right?
it's no win. You feel what
They
I'm
gonna
saying?
punish you. They
So you
gonna
know what I'm saying?
punish
Like
you.
I said, so it go both ways, but because I done seen, it's been experiences in my life where certain things that happened, like I said, my big homie son didn't deserve no reason to be shot. Somebody kicked they dough, but he the one ended up getting shot by the police. And I've been
That's
on the other
cold.
side of the fence, whereas I got homies and family that took a police. And they still down for it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna glorify that. I'm telling you how being on defense still gonna get you treated wrong. It don't matter because that's a brotherhood too. And we ain't gonna never win this shit because if it's us against them in the court of law, them niggas the law. How we gonna beat them in the court of law without red-handed evidence? Now this Tyre Nichols situation, what we saw is red-handed evidence. If them niggas ain't doing 25 or better, it's proof. If not just 25 or better, if his family ain't awarded enough money for this whole immediate family to be financially stable for the rest of their life, they didn't reciprocate that family correctly for the loss they took. That had to be public because the public watched their son be killed, their brother be killed.
It's in the algorithm.
On video, man.
It's in there.
Come on, man.
Now let's move on to old Finesse 2 Times, man. He hit the charts. He hit the Billboard charts this week.
We already knew that though, cuz we knew that.
Yeah, for sure. We knew it was happening.
Now see us, y'all can look back on the channel and look at the old episode when we talk about Finesse. We spoke on this, that Finesse was gonna come home and be a game changer. He came home and was a game changer. If you think differently, nigga, you's a hater, nigga. Period. It ain't no other way around that. But he also been going through a lot of stuff. Ever since Takeoff died in Houston, rest in peace, Takeoff. Condolences to the Miko family. Ever since Takeoff passed in Houston, Finesse been going through a lot.
Go ahead, man. Yeah, he been going through a lot, and the thing is, if he don't get professional security, man, the security that he have may cause him to.
But see, what we don't know is if he had, like, do you know for sure if he had professional security? Because I think, and this is just my opinion. This is my opinion. I'm just gonna say, because me as a street nigga, okay, I'm on federal parole. I already went public and said if something happened at a show, I got to go because I can't be. After that, stuff started happening. After the shooting shit, I'm getting security. Can't no nigga around me tell me, cuz I got this. No, you don't. I'm getting security because at this point, nigga, I'm putting all of us in jeopardy.
See the thing how I know
he didn't have security at that show.
See how I know of him, using street security instead of paying for professional security. His brother put it out there. You know what I mean? And basically his brother was saying, at the last show saying like why his mother was there, and I felt him because he said my mother is here. It's supposed to be peace.
When the shooting happened.
It's supposed to be in peace on all ends.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I mean? And for that to blow out of proportion, and
you know what's funny, cuz, not to cut you off, but why he ain't never bring up, like, it took his brother to say, look, nigga, my mom was there. Finesse ain't never said shit about, nigga, my mom was there, y'all niggas was out of nothing. From Finesse side, we don't even know his mom was there. You see what I'm saying? So if we don't hear his brother go and on his rant, we don't even understand the intensity of the situation by, nigga, this nigga, like, nigga, I know me, nigga. If my mom, rest in peace, was around me at one of my shows and some shit happened, We finna set the city on fire behind this shit, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga got me fucked up, nigga. So after the shooting shit, I kind of feel like I said, we don't know for sure, but I just kind of, I'm gonna insinuate, I'm gonna assume that this nigga had paid security. But at the same time, keep in mind of where nigga at. You're in Kansas City. And if niggas don't know about Kansas City, both are Kansas Cities, whether it's Kansas City, Missouri, or Kansas City, Kansas. Nigga, they the same city. Ain't nothing separating them motherfuckers but water, nigga. My brother over there right now. Cause it's the most West Coast influenced city in the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most West Coast influenced city in the Midwest. You gotta understand the environment over there. You think them gang niggas gonna give a fuck about some security?
Mm-hmm.
And they got 20 niggas with them? Nigga, if you hit me, we gonna beat your big ass.
I can remember you showing me some videos of the West Coast influence over there in Kansas City.
Anything I done sent you that was Kansas City, it sound either Bay Area-ish or LA-ish because they got the gang ties.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta factor that in. Okay, finesse 2 times in LA. Not in LA, but you in Kansas City, these niggas got an LA mentality.
Right.
They don't give a fuck about no motherfucking security, whether you got just your niggas being security or you got security. Nigga, all my niggas in the crowd. Fuck these 2 couple big ass niggas. We'll beat these big ass.
You seen on the video, a dude got right on stage and took off.
You see what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
What I tell you all the time, cuz about the Midwest. You clearly seeing it all the time. I tell you that niggas don't give a fuck, then I send you a video, nigga on the freeway gunning a nigga down. Nigga doing this. I'm showing you the mentality of a Midwest nigga. We don't give a fuck about
You
nothing.
gonna get knocked down. You gonna get
We
knocked
like
down.
the closest things to like suicide bombers almost. Cause we don't be giving a fuck about nothing.
Yeah, you gonna get smushed.
You gonna get smushed.
That's facts.
And you in Kansas City, they pimp influence too, because not to mention pimping come from the West, not just the West.
Midwest.
Pimping was heavily more influenced in the Midwest.
For sure.
Let's just state that. And he popping Pete. I ain't gonna say pushing Pete because we know a nigga that was pushing Pete. That nigga ended up pushing paperwork all in court on his people. So we ain't pushing Pete. Finesse 2 times, popping Pete.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? So that shit gonna rub shoulders because you gonna come to a nigga city and if they feel like you acting funny, oh, nigga don't want to speak or nigga don't want to take no. Oh, nigga,
that's all it take.
That's all it take, bro.
And it's going up just that fast. Now, Mama Duck, do you think it's a good marketing scheme what she doing? Even though she destroying the legacy of her son by stepping up as Queen Thought.
You talking about with the whole OnlyFans? Be specific, cuz let the
I'm being
specific.
Talking
about Mama Duck right now.
When I'm saying by that, okay, her YouTube channel it's dead. Content ain't really talk about nothing. But even though she's not the hottest, the prettiest, just the simple fact, people, the ops, the world, all on want to just geek it.
Real. You know, her son was a factor in Chicago. FBG Duck. Rest in peace to Duck. Rest in peace to Brick. I'm not gonna say Mama Duck is a brand, but to street niggas, Mama Duck is what you would call the hood mom, the hood auntie. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like she of
You
Chicago, that's like her from her section.
you can catch the couch.
So she's not a brand, but she's something where she's from. And
Mm-hmm.
you hit it on the nose when you kind of said like her YouTube channel drying up because you're really not talking about nothing right now. You see what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
When she really could, and I respect her, and I tip my hat, I take my hat off to her for not saying a lot of things because there's a lot of Chicago niggas that claim they was street niggas and all this, and they just own these YouTube channels and they giving up everything about Chicago politics and what went on with niggas outside, they problems, they issues, and what you know what I'm saying? Shit that they shouldn't be politicking about on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And with her, her son was a factor. He come from a section where his voice mattered. She the mother of that. She birthed that. So
Mm-hmm.
of course she knows everything. So for her not to use her YouTube channel and say, I'm finna just tell, because this, let's be honest. If Mama Duck every day at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, whatever time of day she's scheduled to tell us stories about Duck that we didn't know, that academics just couldn't tell us, we'd be tuned in.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be tuned in. But I respect her because she's so street that she ain't willing to do that for no money. And she willing to do something else. Which I don't agree with the OnlyFans thing because, like I said, you like the hood auntie, the hood mommy. You see them, you know
You
what I'm
lower
saying.
you lower your standards.
Yeah. You might be this and that to some other people, but that ain't gonna last that long. So
Mm-hmm.
you willing to degrade yourself for some quick money real quick that's gonna die down anyway, eventually, very fast because you're older. So it's kind of stupid to me because at the end of the day, you can sit on your YouTube channel and talk about stories about Duck that really don't incriminate nobody. You know enough not to tell certain
But she
parts of
she
certain things
she probably one of them kind that if she do get to talking, she gonna go left field and say too much.
because that's what people want to hear. And you know, we don't want to hear nothing good. We want to hear the bad.
Mm-hmm.
She know
So
that.
so she gonna hold that down. But I tell you what, I'm willing to bet you once she make it, I just imagine how many subscribers she gonna have. Just cause the simple fact people want to say I'm subscribed to
Oh,
Mama
it's gonna
Duck
be
page.
screenshots. It's gonna be,
Most
you know,
definitely.
niggas. You got the ops gonna be all up in there screenshotting just to embarrass the other side. It's a lot. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't agree with it. Like, you got too much respect from your side. Don't go and do something that you would have did when your son was here. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you really don't need to do that. Like I said, your son was a big enough person for you to use his name in certain type of ways for you to get,
Capitalize.
yeah, without exposing your body. You don't have to tell us about how many niggas he was responsible for killing or how many hits he put out on it. You don't gotta tell us none of that. But you could tell us stuff that was in depth enough for us to be like, damn, Duck was really out there. Because these other bloggers can't tell us that because they wasn't on STL.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna go with the, it's Mama Duck. No, Mama Duck, if you see this, I love you to death. I got all the respect in the world for you because how you carry yourself and the type of kids you raised, they would stump down niggas outside, and it take a stump down person to bring seeds up to be stumped down. You see what I'm saying? But to do what you doing, just like we know, Duck wouldn't want this. Duck wouldn't
Of course
approve of
not.
it. So it's like I don't approve of it either. You did?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really even though you're a woman, it's kind of sickening because people look at you as an aunt.
Yeah.
You know what I
We're not
mean?
even from Chicago, but We just know so much about you and know the history of you.
Some things it don't even take no rocket scientist to figure out. You can tell by her conversation what type of person she is in the hood. She's a good-hearted woman that don't judge. It's not judgmental because Duck. Hold on, before we go
Say
any
what you
further,
say. Say what you say.
because Duck made a song called "My Mama House."
Mm-hmm.
You did what I'm saying, and basically what he was saying, like all of the goons was at Mom Deuce house with their poles on them. Damn, you might well say they was thugging like they was in the trap house. She ain't tell them y'all got to get out of my house because y'all in here with all these
Go
guns.
back to what I'm saying. What hood auntie you know? What hood mom you know? That niggas in the hood wasn't about that for them like that.
Hmm. It ain't too
More
many.
reason why you don't want to go and do some shit like this.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I do want to speak on her kind of going out her way to say that like it's more charges coming, like Dirk and all these niggas in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
What you think about that shit? Because for now, before you start saying anything, mind you, when she said this shit about the old block situation, like you niggas thought y'all was getting away and no, it's some indictments coming. Niggas thought that shit was cap. About a week, it wasn't too long after she went on YouTube and said that them niggas went to jail. So while she's saying this, do niggas take this as cap or is they taking this shit as caution? What you think?
I think they really don't care.
I ain't gonna say that.
I don't think they care.
The niggas around Dirk might not because they don't got as much to lose as Dirk.
Right now, he might care, of course, but
He got to care. It ain't no he might care. He has to care, nigga. You see what the fuck going on with Thugger? You see what the fuck going on with Casanova? You see what the fuck going on with all these niggas catching these Ricos, nigga? And you from one of them places where they having some of the most unsolved murders in the U.S. And you just got a bunch of shit throughout. I ain't in Chicago, nigga. I'm not a part of politics. I got family in Chicago. I ain't never been to Chicago. I'm not a part of politics, so I don't pick a side. I'm not in between the middle of the shit. I listen to both sides of music. But when I say this, I'm talking to all Chicago niggas. Because in y'all city, y'all gonna be the reason why, as y'all would say, the foo-foo niggas win. Because all the real niggas trading themselves in for jail. They getting money, but they trading it in to go to jail. So then when these bitch ass niggas get in position to get some money and they wasn't really that, and now 50 of them running around your city getting money and they really wasn't that. Now you got 50 fraud niggas when you had a city full of real niggas, real steppers, real drillers, real sliders outside doing their thing. Y'all trading that shit in. Once y'all get the money, y'all like, fuck the money. I'd rather go to jail. That shit is stupid, nigga. Everybody don't get no second chance, nigga. Everybody not gonna get no second chance. If you don't believe me, nigga, ask the nigga that went to jail for the first fucking time and he got life. Ask that nigga if he got a second chance, because he ain't get no fucking second chance. Nor did the nigga have $1 million neither. You niggas got 30, 40, 50 million and popping $300,000 watches and shit. And you would trade all of that shit in just so niggas can perceive you as this nigga. Man, fuck that. That shit's stupid. And we come from that. And I'm gonna be one of the first niggas that say, nigga, that shit's stupid. Because you know what that shit got me? I never got rich in the game. I went to jail every time in the process of trying to get rich in the game. And that's what most niggas in the street gonna do. They gonna go to jail or they gonna die before they ever get rich. So stop living off of a facade and trading your blessings in for shit we've been running away from the entire time. And we've been running away from jail the entire time. Niggas gotta fix that, man.
It's facts. So this all we got for y'all on this time for that Culture for the Street podcast, man. Y'all tuned in to the channel. Ding, hit that like button. Do not leave about the trap till you've been served, man. We're gonna be back at y'all with another episode real soon.
Like he said, hit that like button. And nigga, hit the fucking like button before we be in your damn house. Nigga, I got ski masks sitting right here. Don't make us go to your goddamn house because you ain't subscribed, but you came through this motherfucking watch. Hit the subscribe button, nigga. It's time for that Coach for the Streets, hosted by Mafia and Paint, man. Till the next time.
We gone.